Hello guys, this is Mia from the Sibyl's Tarot, and I wanted to just do a very quick video. As you can see, no fancy editing and not much bells and whistles, to talk to you about my upcoming course, Tarot, Death and Grief, that I will be giving thanks to World Divination Association on February 17th. So, I did a really short Facebook live yesterday, speaking a bit about this, speaking a bit about how death is in general a very tough subject to handle. It is something that it's not just in the tarot community that is not very welcomed. It's something that in general, even in society, is not a topic that is usually open for discussion. It is really common wanting to talk about death with your loved ones and being asked to not talk about this depressing stuff. So in general, it is really difficult to have healthy conversations on this subject, and particularly in the tarot community, this is something that happens quite a lot. Death is a very forbidden topic, a very frowned upon topic, and I just wonder, how is it possible that we have a tool in our hands that allows us to explore virtually everything in our lives, but not death? That is something that is unavoidably going to happen to each and every one of us. It is something so intrinsic to our own life journeys, to the very fact of being alive, that is really sad that it doesn't have a recognition. And particularly there is this 13th arcana, we have a death card that is absolutely, apparently, and it doesn't have anything to do with death, and you can dare to say otherwise. And I am not, my aim with the course is very far from going around predicting death left, right and center. It is something that is not always necessary, but the fact is that death does come up in readings, and usually when this has happened sorry, to me and to other readers that I have discussed this subject with, usually it has a purpose. Okay, so we are all going to die. There is no use in pinpointing that if there is not a reason. So this course is oriented to mainly to the importance of acknowledging death in tarot, to accept it as a possibility, to bring it onto the table, to allow ourselves to discuss this subject when need be, to do it in a responsible way, in a way that is constructive, in a way that allows people to deal with really tough situations. And it can be really challenging, but at the same time really wonderful to deal with a client who is facing, for instance, a terminal illness, and be able to help that person come to terms with their mortality, to help that person with their transition. It is nothing scary. It is something so difficult, but at the same time so beautiful, and it is something that it would be wonderful to bring on the table, to create this safe environment, to open up people to have this sort of compassion as well. Tarot is an incredible tool for grief, and grief hits hard, grief hits many people, and the possibility of helping someone going through such a challenging, such a difficult and heartbreaking time with the help of tarot is as well incredibly fulfilling to begin with, and it can really change the game for the person in front of you. It can really make it all easier, even though grief is something to learn to live with, not something to leave behind, but it does really make a difference. So what we are going to do in this course is, as I said, first of all discuss why is this so important, and as well learn how to actually spot physical death in a reading. What are the hints, what are the giveaways, how can we know that we are in front of death situation, not transition, not transformation, but actual physical death. How can we have constructive conversations about this? I can't highlight enough the importance of doing this in a way that is responsible, in a way that makes it easier and makes it better without denying the conversation altogether. And as well, how to read confidently with this, how to create an environment in which it is safe, how to get over our discomfort. I mean, death is probably an uncomfortable subject for everyone. It is something that nobody really feels great discussing, but it is something necessary. So reading confidently on this, and having the necessary skills to deal with this whole topic confidently and comfortably, and in a way that makes it better for the person that we are reading for. These are the things that we are going to cover in the course. It is a live course that will take place on Facebook, and as I said, I am going to be giving this course with World Divination Association during the days that the course lasts. I am going to be there helping you. I am going to be there to answer your questions, to give you material, to give you information, to do some readings on this subject, to talk to you in general. And well, again, the course lasts for I'm not quite sure if 5 days or a week, but I think that you can access the material or download it later on. And it happens on February 17th. As I said, I am going to leave the link to the course in case that you want to enroll down in the description box. And if you want to contact me because you have any question related to this subject, you want to know more about what we are going to do in the course or whatever else, you can contact me at the Sibyl at thesibylstarot.com. As well, I am going to leave it in the description box. Thank you very much for watching me. I really hope that you have a lovely weekend. Bye.